Okay, Marshall, come on over. You can do.
How you doing today?
Pretty good. How you doing?
Good. It's hot today.
Yeah.
Good outside.
Cool down a bit. Okay, refresh my memory. What do we got?
You got one going up and a little trim on top.
Okay.
Foam better.
Okay. So we want to keep the one down at the bottom in here. We're blending it up in.
Blending it up.
Okay. Same thing, one all the way around?
Yeah.
Okay.
Las Vegas.
Yeah, there's people walking around in Vegas.
I don't know why.
That feel okay around your neck?
Yeah. That's Las Vegas.
Yeah.
I go over there to go to work.
What are you thinking you want to take off of this top? Maybe a little more than that? Yeah? Okay. Top is long. That's good. Okay, look forward just a bit.
Letting the beard grow again?
I just cut it back. I don't think I'm gonna let it grow. I don't know. I think I'm gonna just keep it short for a while. It'll be long again someday.
I wish I could grow a beard like that.
Yes. It could be a curse. It just grows so fast. What's that?
Donna's not working?
No, I work by myself on Sunday.
Oh,
And she works by herself on Wednesdays. So we just work together Thursday, Friday, Saturday. 3 days a week. We both work 4. So that's a good balance.
okay.
No. We lost, right? Raiders lost? Yeah. I kind of checked out of sports, man. It became boring. And I don't miss it either. I don't miss the disappointment. I'm a Seahawk and a Buccaneer fan. So, I mean, I've tried to be a Raider fan, just to support the local, you know, but it all started with the whole politics and then the COVID, and I just kind of just completely just kind of checked out of it. And then just stopped watching it. Huh?
I started watching games yesterday. I watched the Niners and the Raiders. I was like, it's kind of boring, close to the end. I felt like the Niners screwed up. I thought they were going to lose. Jump in the shower, and my roommate's like yelling up his lunch. I'm like, what happened? He's like, dude, look. And I look, and holy shit, Niners won.
Are you a Niners fan? Yeah.
Niners and Chargers.
Niners and what?
Chargers.
Chargers? God, I mean, I used to just love watching sports, and I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm getting older, you know, it's just kind of, yeah.
I used to watch football and baseball, UFC, boxing, and all that.
Yeah,
Doesn't got my
same
attention
here.
anymore.
I mean, I always had the baseball package and the football package on in here, and like I said, COVID just started, like the politics of the whole kneeling stuff, it's just kind of like, I don't know, it just kind of felt like, I don't know. And then just the 1-2 punch with the COVID and the no fans, you know, no fans, and it was just kind of just, I don't know, it was kind of a tough time for all of us. So I just kind of, I couldn't watch it when there's no fans and just that whole shit, and just, yeah, just kind of, once I got away from it a season or so, and it's just like, well, baseball's I loved having baseball on, just, you know, like I got the music on in the background, just always having the baseball on, and I mean, I love to take naps watching baseball because it's a sport. You don't have to just watch, you know. You hear the crack of the bat, wake up and see what happened, and I used to just love it. But
What team were you going for, baseball?
Baseball or the Mariners. So you can see why I don't miss the disappointment. I mean, I hear they're doing pretty good this year. I mean, we're getting close to the end of the season, but I don't ever get my hopes up high for that. But when I was a kid, the Mariners and then the Braves, just because we got that Georgia channel, I always had baseball on, so I watched a lot of the Atlanta Hawks and a lot of the Braves growing up. And I wasn't really a Hawks fan, but I watched so many games because that Georgia channel where I grew up in Washington, we had that on all the time, so I got to see a lot of all the basketball games that I wouldn't have normally seen by watching that Atlanta channel. But mostly I was a Sonic fan, and then that kind of got ruined for me, you know, when the Sonics got sold to Oklahoma. And it'll be interesting to see. I mean, it's a whole new venue for them. I mean, they've been in the hood, you know, the worst, place in the league, the oldest and the most run down. So to have a brand new stadium, I mean, by then none of the you know, everybody will be all from other teams and, you know, new players and stuff, but there's something about that old stadium too, you know, even though it was run down, it's kind of like it's history, you know, playing in that old Oakland stadium.
Yeah. That's true.
It's like, I don't know, there's not many old ones left. I've been to Fenway, I've been to Chicago, I watched the Cubs play, and that's a cool stadium to watch a baseball game.
I only even watched one game in live. That was years ago. I went with my stepdad.
Uh-huh.
We went to go watch the Angels against the White Sox.
Nice. In California?
Yeah. That was a good day.
I used to go to the Mariner games all the time because I worked in a barber shop downtown Seattle, just off of downtown Seattle, and Monday afternoon games were $5. So we would go, and nobody was there. It was just like, this was like 1989, 90, 91. They did these $5 games on Monday. And so I'd always go to those games, me and my buddy, and we'd get the cheap $5 ticket, which was the Kingdom, so it had the 1, 2, 300 level, and it was $5 for the 300 level. But more often than not, I'm sitting behind home plate. It was this, Mariners were so bad, and you know, it was the $5, and nobody was there because it was a Monday afternoon game. And yeah, we'd sneak our way down there before you know it, we're on TV. And man, I wish we had like what we have now. You know, I could go back and watch those games. I always, whenever something ever comes up on, you know, some sort of old clip, I'll like, is that me sitting behind home plate? Because that's what we tried to do. That was our goal, is to get behind home plate or get close to it. If not, we'd get in foul territory and get some balls.
Yeah.
But back when, oh gosh, Griffey was there, and yeah, I saw Griffey and his dad play together. Both Griffeys played for the Mariners for a short time. I think that was more of a publicity stunt than anything else, because the old man Griffey was pretty old at that point. And yeah.
Those $5 days never come back.
No. And then I traveled for work, so I was in a different city most all the time. And so what I would try to do is catch a game. Not that I was trying to hit every stadium or nothing like that, but you know. I just never could afford to go to the football games when I was in cities where there was football going on. I never could justify paying that kind of money for a football game. But baseball, I tried to hit a lot of baseball stadiums over the years. But my uncle had season tickets to the Seahawks the first couple of seasons that they were in the league, which was, 1976. I was in 3rd grade. So that's why I latched on to the Buccaneers as well, because both of those teams came into the league the same year. They added the Seahawks and the Buccaneers, so because I lived in Washington, it was like, well, I guess I could have a second team. It's in Florida. That's so far away.
Yeah.
So I just kept following them, and they always sucked. Most teams always sucked. I think it was 2 seasons before the Buccaneers ever won a game. I think their very first season they went completely undefeated, and I think they went most all of their second season undefeated. They're called the Yuccaneers. People call them the Yuccaneers.
Like the Angels haven't won in a while.
Angels is one of the great names for a baseball team too, and they just don't seem to get it together, kind of like the Mariners.
Yeah. They did for a while. For a while they were doing really good, and all of a sudden they just stopped. It's like they just gave up, or they got too cocky or something.
The Mariners got to get a World Series, man. It's like...
Yeah. I'm tired of seeing the Dodgers all the way up there. I really don't like the Dodgers. It's funny because people always talk shit to me about that.
About
Not liking the Dodgers? They're like, you're from LA, dude. Dodgers.
Yeah, don't be saying that down in the neighborhood, you know, getting all stabbed and shit. But it does. Seems like it's always the Yankees or the Dodgers. It's like, ugh.
Red Sox sometimes.
Yeah, for years the Red Sox sucked, and then they won that. Finally beat the curse, and then I forget who they played the year they won that. Was that the Yankees? It wasn't the Yankees. It was somebody else when they won the World Series. I forget now who it was. It couldn't have been the Yankees. It had to be somebody else.
Yeah, Yankees would have destroyed them.
I forget, but I remember I was rooting for the Red Sox that year to finally just beat that curse, and I'm not even a Red Sox fan at all. But I did go to Fenway Park, though. That was one of the parks I've been to. In Tampa, right across the street from where the Buccaneers play, they have a mini New York, Yankee Stadium.
Really?
Yeah, and it's like a replica. I mean, if you're in there, you know you're not in New York, but it's pretty cool. And it's right across the street from Raymond James Stadium, or what was when I lived down in Tampa. The big sombrero was still up, and then they tore that down and built Raymond James Stadium. And literally, it looked like when you're driving down up Del Mabry, which is the highway that runs up where the football stadium is, it looks like somebody just threw a sombrero on the ground, how it waved. And that's why they called it the big sombrero. They tore that baby down.
Oh, wow.
But Steinbrenner, I mean, man, he had some money, so he put some money into the Yankees, and I mean, their practice field for spring training is just amazing. I mean, it's nice. Donna and I lived down. Yeah. We used to go watch quite a few spring training games when we lived in Tampa. The Phillies and the Yankees. I went to the very first Delray game, Tropicana Field. And I'm so checked out of that now that I don't even know, because I know Tropicana Field got destroyed in that hurricane, took the roof off of it. The roof was just made out of like parachute material. I mean, if you're sitting in the game, you'd look up and the wind would blow, and you can see in between the roof rafters, the ceiling moving, because it was literally like this material, like parachute material. Yeah. It was hot and sweaty in there. Oh, it was so bad.
You would think they would put like an actual...
I don't know where they're playing or what they're doing. I think, if I remember right, it got destroyed. And that was like a year or so ago. The hurricane came through, and that looks good. But I went to the very first home game. I think it cost me like $25. It was sold out too. I think it cost me $25 to go to that very first Devil Ray game.
Wow. Dude, you can't even get those prices anymore.
No. That was like 97, 98, something like that.
Yeah, before the game yesterday, the day before yesterday, I was talking to my roommate. I was like, dude, we should go watch Niners against the Raiders. We started looking at the prices.
Oh, yeah.
From row 300, the ticket for $300 a pop.
Yeah.
I was like, no, thank you. We're watching some TV.
Yeah, and the experience is cool, but shit, you get a better view from home or from the bar.
Oh no, that was a Canelo fight that we were talking about.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because we're a big fan of boxing, so when we heard like, oh, Canelo fighting, you know, we started looking it up. We're like, I'm not paying $300 a seat. I'll rather pay the $60 for pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Watch it at home.
No more pay-per-view on the MMA fights.
No, isn't it
Paramount or something bought it, or?
really?
I think I want to say it's Paramount. So now you have to get the Paramount app or the streaming app, and but there's not going to be, according to how I understand it, there's not going to be any more pay-per-view. It's all going to be streamed live, but it's going to be on that Paramount app only. And I could be wrong, it could be another app, but that's what I heard starting real soon, if not now, immediate. I think he sold it for $7 billion. Dana White got $7 billion for selling off. So no more money from the streaming or from the pay-per-view. You Googling it?
Yep.
Yeah.
UFC sell to Paramount?
Yeah. Which the app's probably $70 a month.
Oh, they did.
Yeah. How much is the app?
7.7
Yeah.
billion. Starting 2026, all UFC events will be streamed exclusively Paramount Plus.
Oh, that looks good. That looks really good. So that'll be good. I've got Paramount. That's about the only thing I watch is the MMA. I can check out everything else.
Yeah. To be honest, I started watching a lot of the UFC fights because the reason I like the UFC fights is it was just brutal.
Yeah.
Now it's just punching each other, grappling on the ground, and I kind of lost interest.
Yeah, it used to be, I don't know if they got some sort of legality deal going on because people are starting to become just vegetables or what, it's not like it used to be. So back when it first started, man, it was extremely brutal.
Oh yeah. Wow.
Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, size look good. You okay with that? I got clipped up because you got all this monster long stuff here. So,
The other guy laying on the ground with his legs up, waiting for the other guy to jump on top. I get it. You got your jiu-jitsu black belt and stuff, but UFC was just
fighting.
yeah, you gotta fight.
Start fighting and punching and then go to the ground. Yeah. But some of these guys, their strategy, I've seen some of that recently where this one dude, within 30 seconds had him submitted, Well, I guess that's alright if you're the fighter. No punches. He didn't get hurt at all. He didn't get punched in the face at one time. But that's really not what the purists like.
Yeah.
Somebody to get beat.
Standing up, straight out punches, That's why a lot of people stop watching boxing too, because all they do is run.
Yeah. I think the last real fight that I watched was Pacquiao and Mayweather, and that was a dance, and that just kind of just sucked. I remember watching it in my neighbor's garage. I'm like, that was the worst fight. He would just fight. I thought for sure McGregor would kill him, but he can't get to him, you know, and wore him out. I know. I mean, dude, that was... that was just to me, that was such a cash grab for both of them. You know, I mean, I guess when you're making all that kind of money, I guess it's easy to swallow. But, I mean, that legacy now is tainted for Tyson. Because I think he could have beat that guy down so quick.
Yeah, I was watching the fight, like, he held back so many punches. Like, just held back.
Yeah, I watched some of that replay and stuff like that, and people are like right here slowing it down. And it's like, if Tyson would have just done this, he would have been knocked out. He's like...
Yeah, a lot of people were coming out, like a lot of fighters. A fighter came out and he's like, yeah, people want to fight me. I forgot which one it was. He sent a contract, and the contract states that baseball can't lose under more than 3 rounds.
It's just nuts.
You can't knock them out at 6. And this is not basically stupid stuff like that.
I just wonder what's going to happen to that dude, because he's really, I mean, he's good. I mean, he kicked my ass, that's for sure. But he's not that good. You know it's going to come to the point where him and his brother are going to fight. It's going to be like all kinds of just money grabs and stuff. Because if him and his brother were going to really fight, that'd bring in a bunch of money. Yeah, I mean, is Canelo gonna get bought out? You know, to take a, you know, step back and take a loss. Just, I mean, everybody loses in the fight game nowadays. I mean, nobody's. I mean, somebody is gonna always kick your ass. But it's like, I guess it's when they throw those dollars out at you. You know. That's one thing I like about the fights is, you know, you've got a small, tiny window, you know, before you peak and somebody else is coming up that's younger, quicker, can take a punch better. I'm just pretty glad that it wasn't around when I was young, because I would have been dumb enough to try it. And
I did.
Huh?
I did for 11 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boxing or MMA?
Boxing.
Yeah.
MMA?
I think the MMA is a lot more dangerous, you know, than the boxing.
Yeah, MMA is like, you go up and you stay there for no more than 2 years. And that's it.
Yeah.
Somebody else is gonna come behind you better. Like you said, better. They can take a better hit. You know? But when you go down in boxing, the older you get, you go down as a legend.
Yeah.
Look at Mike Tyson. Even though he ruined it, you know, he tainted his.
Yeah.
With against Jake Paul. Mayweather.
I mean, even though, you know, he knows, I mean, it's strategy with with everybody though. But I mean, gosh, you can avoid getting punched, you know. Like Mayweather, I can't watch the guy. It's like not even fighting.
Yeah, I like the way he fights. Like he made himself a lot of money just dodging.
Yeah. Which, if I could fight like that, that'd be the way to go. To avoid getting hit.
Muhammad Ali went down as a legend in boxing.
Yeah. And even Tyson will go, but I mean, that's always going to be kind of an asterisk, I think, you know, that
Yeah.
because as time goes on,
that fight is gonna be something where you're never gonna forget. And that's not something that's gonna disappear.
my favorite fighter growing up was Sugar Ray Leonard.
Oh, he's a legend too.
Yeah, you know, and then he got caught in that cocaine scandal and kind of fell off for a while. But even, you know, doing that, most people don't even realize that he was involved in all that and became a cocaine addict for several years. He was able to beat it and come back, and still a legend. That's looking good. I remember those Roberto Duran fights with him and Sugar Ray. That was great back in the day. Watching on a black and white TV.
Yeah. Massive TV.
Yeah.
Remember a boxer called, they call him Butterbean?
Oh yeah.
Dude, that dude looked way out of shape, but he's such a good boxer.
I mean, if you can get I mean, that guy could just take a punch too.
He could take a beating and still
Just stand there. Yeah.
That's insane.
I think the guy's still alive, isn't he?
Yes, he is. Butterbean, man, I remember him coming on Jackass.
Chuck Liddell too. I mean, that guy could take a beating.
Oh, Chuck Liddell was an amazing fighter. He was one of my favorite fighters growing up. Everybody was in love with Tito Ortiz. I was like, no, I like Chuck. You know, he came out. I don't know if you remember the show when they were of Station Sports, and Chuck Liddell came out and he had to punch like the hardest you can on a mat, and it'll give you how much.
Oh man.
He broke the record in one hit.
I mean, he's one of those guys that, you know, I've never seen him in person, but he doesn't look like he's nothing.
Yeah, he looks like he had a beer belly.
Yeah.
Like he never worked out his life, but
if I was at a bar in my 20s and he started messing with me, I was like, oh, I could take him. Next thing you know, I'm waking up in a hospital.
that dude is insane. You know, he can't take hits in the head anymore because he did actually refight Tito Ortiz, and he got his ass kicked.
You just can't take it. I mean, after a while.
Yeah.
Yep, you always want to look at people's ears if you're going to think you're going to take somebody on.
Oh, yeah.
If you got cauliflower ears, you might as well just pass.
Yep.
Pass on that. Looks good. Right there. Take that little spot. Tighten that up. Looks better. Oh, yeah, that looks good on the side. Run your hands through that. Yeah, it fades out good.
Yeah, I like the way it looks. Awesome. You booked up today?
Yeah,
That's good.
I did have one spot open. Somebody canceled on me at the last second. And then, lucky I got somebody came in, somebody came and took it. Yeah. I always tell people, get on my wait list if I'm booked up. You can still book an appointment for later on, but pick the day you want and put yourself on the wait list, and that way if somebody cancels, if I get a cancellation, it's usually 12 hours before, because you get that one last notification, and people life happens, things come up, and so if you're on the wait list, then you automatically get notified. Yeah, somebody canceled. Right on, man.
I already have to change my reschedule my one time because I was supposed to be Sunday and Saturday I was at work and they're like, hey, we need to work Sunday.
Yeah. Somebody probably took your spot.
Yeah.
Probably because I tell people to get on my wait list, so I usually have one or two people waiting in line. Right on, man. That looks good. Yeah. I prefer cash, but I still take card for now.
I always forget that you prefer cash, and I just come straight here next to me.
Right. Yeah, my next guy was the guy that got in on my wait list. Okay, you can just tap.